Lions coming in 5 wins, no losses, and have been playing very good basketball. But it's the start after the Christmas break and after the break. Interesting to see how they react coming back in against the Republic County Buffaloes. And I do not have the record for the Republic County Buffaloes, but Minneapolis Lady Lions, like I said, at 5-0, and just a few minutes away from doing battle against the Buffaloes tonight. Minneapolis coming in stats-wise, they've got a pretty good start of the season going, where the girls are getting some good buckets, some good looks, had some good games. As they come in against Republic County tonight, it'll be any time you play any of the league teams, it's a challenge. I believe that Republic County doesn't have the team that they've had in the past, but I don't know that for sure, Mike.
Yeah, they've lost a lot to graduation, and some of the girls' names are familiar, but for the most part, they still have the Hadachek girl there, and there's a Castle girl, then they'll be pretty good. Usually they're well coached with Randy Thayer there as head coach, so we look forward to a pretty good game. You just don't know, with the Christmas break, how the girls will come out and play.
Exactly, and it's sometimes you come off of a break and you've been practicing against each other, and you've been playing against each other, and now all of a sudden you've got to go out and put it on the floor, and sometimes you got to shake a little bit that rust off prior to going, and they're going to have to go out and start hitting tonight to get her started.
Well, Minneapolis has been very successful so far in this young season. Have been able to just outscore everybody at the end by 15 or 20 points. So they've been pretty effective on the offensive end. We'll see how they perform here tonight against league foe, one of the tougher ones of the league, the Republic County Lady Buffs. As Scott, you mentioned, it's a different story when you get to playing in league.
It is. Shea Shoemaker averaging 17 points a ball game. Kelsey Page averaging 10.2. Look down through this. Sorry about that.
And that's one figure that I think is important. Kelsey has upped her point totals as the season has progressed. Started out about 6 or 7 points a ball game, now averaging right around 10. Has gone for 14 or 16 on occasion, so she can help with the scoring output for the Lady Lions.
And how's this one? Off the bench, 9.2 for Kylie Gregg.
Well, it was important early on. We noticed that she had capabilities of putting the ball in the hole, and what a benefit it is for Coach Weatherman to be able to bring in your sixth man and average right around 10 points a ball game. That's a big plus.
And she adds a little bit of spark, and sometimes comes in streaks and hits some points, and she's got a great dribble drive to the hole as well. So Minneapolis Lady Lions at 5-0. Like I said, I don't know the Republic County Buffaloes record. I forgot to ask our buddy next door, but Minneapolis coming in hoping to improve and to stay undefeated against us here in Republic County as we travel up here to Belleville. Mike Perry, myself, Scott Osherman will have the call as well as the filming tonight. Dale Leach is not with us. He is in Kansas City. So hopefully, Dale, you're listening and you're safe, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday night. So I'm going to work on my scorebook as you get some talk here for a second as I get some of the girls listed for Republic County.
Single digits outside. It's warm inside. The Belleville Lady Buffs will be pretty good competition here tonight. Always well coached, and looks like we should match up rather well against them. With looks to me like the Hadachek girl is always pretty tough. They got another Castle girl, and I'll get a few names for you here. But Minneapolis playing pretty good ball. I think Coach Weatherman's been pretty happy with the performance overall so far this season. The Jackson girl, Shoemaker, Castle, Hadachek, and Dunsing will be some of the bigger players, and the Lydia Jones girl for Republic County. We're just 2 or 3 minutes away from the start of this contest. Minneapolis, as Scott mentioned, 5-0 on this young season, doing a pretty good job holding the opponents on the defensive end, playing pretty good defense overall.
Yeah, they have. They've done a pretty good job of just getting in there and applying some pressure. Turnovers, points off turnovers has been very strong. It's a stat that I don't have, but it's been very strong as well.
The ladies have been able to create the turnovers. They've been, for the most part, in a 1-2-2 zone trap, full court pressure, and create the turnovers. It's kind of nice to be able to get those easy buckets, and for a while in a couple games it was just a layup contest for Shoemaker and Kylie Gregg.
Yeah, exactly, and they've done a nice job about that. We've got another Shoemaker that we're going to see tonight. Of course, that one I'm pretty sure that I don't know that they're related. I don't know that they are. I don't think so. This is Lacey Shoemaker, and she is a 5'8", 11 junior for this ball team.
Hadachek, 5'6", but she plays like she's 5'9" or 5'10". Just a real tough competitor. Just fun to watch. She's a good ball player, along with the Shoemaker girl. We've got a Shoemaker that'll go up against her, though. That's Minneapolis finishing their warm-ups here. We're in Republic County. It's December 5th, I believe. We want to put a date to it.
January 5th.
Yeah.
Got you,
I don't want to skip that. It's cold enough outside. I don't want to take in any more winter than I have to. Dale's in Kansas City, single digits, sitting in some hot tub, so he's comfortable, and so are we. And we're getting ready for the tip-off here.
As it looks like the Republic County Lady Buffs in their home white, Minneapolis Lady Lions in their home blue. Is got a little different roles tonight. Mike is doing the filming tonight, and I'm going to be doing the play-by-play for the girls, as well as trying to do the play-by-play for the boys. So it'll be a little bit different setup for us tonight.
Well, we always miss Dale when he's gone, and his professionalism here on the camera is missed always when he is gone. So I will do my best to fill in for Mr. Leach.
As they go through the starting lineups, as I talked earlier, number 13, Lacey Shoemaker, a 5'8", 11 junior for the Lady Buffs. Kelsey Kiefer, a 5'2" junior for the Buffaloes. Number 25, Erica Hadachek, 5'6" senior, a name that we've called a few times, if not hers, her sisters, I believe. And then number 30, Hunter Dunsing, a 5'7" junior. And number 35, Celsi Benita, I believe, Benida, a 5'7" junior. So for the Lady Lions, starting out tonight will be Ashlyn Macy for the Lady Lions, as well as number 5, Connor Fulton, a 5'7" senior, 5'10" senior Shay Shoemaker, number 22, 5'6" sophomore Kelsey Page, and Allie Steinbrock, another 5'7" sophomore for the Lady Lions. So 3 sophomores, 2 seniors for the Lady Lions, as we've had most of the season, as they get ready to do battle. Lady Lions in their traveling blue, and the Lady Buffs in their home white.
Well, we do pick up an extra player from transfer. She wasn't eligible until after the semester break, and her name is Walker. I've got the last name.
Bailey Walker.
Bailey Walker.
I think that's right. I'm not sure. From Tescott, I believe.
Right around the 5'5", 5'6" range. She's, I'm told, a pretty decent ball player.
So Shoemaker and Shoemaker getting ready to jump here as ball goes up, and it stays in, and it's picked up by Minneapolis. Macy gets the ball over in the Connor Fulton's hands. Fulton drives on the right-hand side. Picks up a dribble, looks at Macy, gets her back to cutting, gets back to top of the page to Page. Kelsey with the ball, picks up her dribble, has somebody right in front of her, gets it over to Allie Steinbrock, back to Ashlyn Macy for 3, and off the mark, but nice rebound by Kelsey Page, and she gets it to fall. Nice little rebound there, Mike.
Yes. Page streaking to the basket, catches that rebound and stick back, right back up and in. Minneapolis with that 1-2-2 zone trap, and Belleville able to break the pressure.
on the outside, goes in the hands of a three-point shot up and good by Hunter Dunsing, and she hits a big three right there and off the right-hand corner, and that was pretty.
Just by the look of her shot, we're going to have to watch her because she looks like she's got that shot down pat.
Page with the ball, guarded by Dunsing. Started to pick up a dribble. I thought she had. Gets it back in the hands of Fulton. Connor rolls the right-hand side, kicks it over to Page, and she loses it out of bounds. Turnover goes to the Buffs. In quickly comes Kylie Gregg. Kylie Gregg checks in for Kelsey Page, gets some instruction. I'm sure Kelsey will be back in fairly quick.
Gregg, excellent off the bench.
And a travel is the call. As nice job by Ashlyn Macy and Kylie Gregg there.
Pinch in to trap and nowhere to go. Traveling is the call. Turnover. Lady Buffs.
Fulton inbounds, gets it over top to Shea Shoemaker. Shea has drive all the way in the lane. Oh, she's blocked by the other Shoemaker. Gets her own rebound, and she's trapped in the corner. Gets back to Kylie Gregg for three. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Lady Buffs. Ball goes in the hands of number 35, Beneda. Beneda kicks it down low to Shoemaker, and she walks with it down low.
Boy, they had numbers, and looks like Republic County's wanting to up-tempo. They think they can get behind the defense, and they did there. Almost had an easy layup.
A little bit different look that we've seen out of them in the past. Shoemaker drives the left-hand side. She's going to be fouled, and it'll be on the floor, I believe, on Kelsey.
Hadachek.
On Hadachek, okay.
That's good.
Hadachek gets her first personal foul. Fulton inbounds for the Lady Lions, gets it to Shoemaker, back to Macy. Macy on the left-hand corner, gets it back to Kylie Gregg. Kylie rolls the right-hand side, looks down low, gets it back to Macy, back to Fulton. Fulton, they're double teaming Shoemaker down low, not giving her any looks. Gets it back to Macy at the top of the key. Macy with the ball, rolls around to the top to Connor Fulton. Connor picks, has the ball on the outside. Oh, another turnover, and right now Lady Lions not functioning on with the ball, just kind of.
Now Connor was looking for Macy to break out for that pass, and I think Macy went the other way there. Double dribbles the call. Another turnover they're trying to help us, aren't they?
They are. So far, they've had three. We've had two turnovers, but our two turnovers have been
costly.
Costly, yep. Macy picks up her dribble on the outside. Oh, and it's stolen nicely by the Buffs, and there's a double dribble right there. They're instead going to call a foul on Macy with the reach in. So Ashlyn Macy picks up her first personal foul.
First team foul on Minneapolis. Republic County with one also.
Ball goes into Shoemaker. Shoemaker stolen by Shea Shoemaker. Shea will drive it in on the left hand. Layup is good. Nice job as Shea uses the left hand on the left-hand side. When you've got that capability, it's pretty nice. So.
Goodness. She was straddling half court. The ball was still in back court, and it was tipped out of bounds. And it will be Republic County's ball. I kind of thought it went off her leg. That's why I threw my hands up in the air.
It's interesting. The official stopped and looked at somebody in the stands and kind of gave him the one-eye look. Don't see that happen very often. Ball on the outside goes into the hands of Dunsing. Dunsing guarded tightly. It's to Hadachek. Back to Dunsing. Dunsing guarded by Connor Fulton. Pulls it up. Gets it back to Kiefer. Kiefer with the ball back to Dunsing. Dunsing drives with the right hand in the lane. Up and no good. Rebounded by Shea Shoemaker. Shea with the rebound. She will bring it down herself. Gets the ball up in the hands of Kylie Gregg. Down low to Shoemaker. Back to Page. Back on the outside to Shoemaker. Shea will set the offense as they will run crossing motion back in the hands of Alex Steinberg.
Man-to-man defense by Republic County. Pretty tight. That's a double dribble every time.
Called by the official. Ashlyn just didn't realize she had So looks like Minneapolis will send in 4 new bodies.
Walker, Crossan, Baker, and Kelsey Page. Shoemaker will stay. The other 4 will start the rotation.
You know, there's one person I don't see on the squad down there, and that's Sarah Sharp. Turnaround jump shot up and good by number 35, Beneda. Beneda with her first points of the night, 5-4. Ball in the hands of Minneapolis. Back to Bailey Walker. Walker gets it over. Swing pass back to Shea Shoemaker for 3. Up and off the mark. Rebounded by the Buffs.
Baker closes the gap and shuts down the fast break attempt by Belleville. Boy, they're not afraid to pull the trigger anywhere, are they?
Ball goes out of bounds off of Minneapolis. It will stay with the Buffs. 5-4, Buffalo's on top. 3:29 left to go in the first quarter. Ball goes off to the right-hand side. Shot up and good. Wow. Hadacek puts a bomb up from the right-hand side and she drains it. And the Buffs on top, 8-4. Walker with the ball back to Shoemaker. Swing pass over to Riley Baker. Riley drives, has it partially blocked. And they will bring it back the other direction.
I tell you, that Hadacek plays a lot taller. She blocked that shot.
Shot is off the mark and rebounded by Lady Buffs. Goes down low, and it's off of the Buffaloes. Turnover back to Minneapolis. And right now, the Lady Buffs playing with some intensity as they bring in number 23, which is Courtney Castle.
And a timeout, 30-second timeout called for by Coach Weatherman.
We will try to take one with them. You're listening to 910KNA.com. With the lead out 8-4, Minneapolis with the ball. 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. Ball goes back to Riley Baker. Riley will drive the right-hand side, double team, and it'll be a turnover back to the Buffaloes.
As she dribbled down to the baseline, and Belleville very good at the trap. Had her in no man's land. We almost had a chance there for a trap.
Ball goes on the outside into the hands of Dunsing. And that should be a travel right there. So our advantage right now, Republic County's got the lead at 8-4, but right now they're also shooting themselves in the foot with the turnovers.
Lots of turnovers.
But right now, Minneapolis just not been able to find a smooth rhythm yet. Shea Shoemaker with the ball. Drives to the left hand, gets it back in the hands of Bailey Walker. Walker drives, kicks it over to Baker. Shot up and off the mark, and it'll be off the hands of Minneapolis. Back to the Buffaloes. Into the ball game comes number 12, Lachey Hedstrom, a freshman for the Buffaloes. Minneapolis picks up a full court press here. They get it in the hands of Dunsing. Dunsing switches hands, stolen by Shea Shoemaker. Nice job by Shea to go up in the air. Spin move in the lane. She's fouled by Dunsing. She will go to the line.
Nice spin move by Shea and kept the ball and the pivot foot in. Nice timing there on her spin move. And usually she's been getting called for the travel or carry the ball, but she was one step and up for the shot.
And she makes the first throw. 8-5, Lady Lions with the lead. Trailing, sorry about that. Second shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Republic County. And a little shove there by Kelsey Page. Wasn't much of a shove, but Dunsing played it pretty good. So
I had to call it as the feet got tangled up just a little bit down at the end on the baseline. Dunsing hits the deck. Minneapolis zoning up on this inbounds play.
Ball goes to the top. Three-point shot is off the mark, rebounded by Shoemaker. Well, they're not afraid to give it up. Ball goes in the hands of Bailey Walker. Bailey very quick with it, and she turns it over, though, as she gets a little turnover on the right-hand side. Tried a little crossover dribble between her legs and was too closely out of bounds. Ball goes in the hands of Kaylee Johnson, and foul called on Bailey Walker.
Nice quick move by Bailey to get to that ball. Almost had the steal, but caught a little bit too much of the arm.
Mike, I'll let you do the call for a second.
That's her first personal foul, Minneapolis' third team foul. Minneapolis trailing here 8-5. Republic County, pretty well coached team here. They are playing about 8 or 9 deep. So they're playing a lot of the underclassmen. One of their bigger scorers is on the bench right now. And there's a reach-in foul by Page, and that's her second in about as many minutes.
Missed one, though. They had a moving pick right there. Did you see the moving pick down low that nobody called on that one? I don't know if Rance is looking at me. Rance saw it. So Buffaloes will inbounds the ball.
2-3 zone on that inbounds play. Minneapolis zoning up now on defense.
Ball goes back in the outside to Dunsing. Dunsing will set it up. Swing pass over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom back over on the outside. Gets it back to the top of the key. Back to Beneda. Beneda swing pass. Looks down low. Picks up her dribble. Gets it back. Three-point shot. Up and off the mark. And rebounded by Riley Baker. Baker's immediately double teamed and gets the ball in the hands of Shea Shoemaker. Shea's got a trailer right there. Ball on the outside. 44 seconds left. 8-5. Buffs with the lead. Minneapolis gets the ball in the hands of J.C. Crossan. Crossan back over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker on the outside. Back to Baker. They are not giving him much look on the outside. Ball goes down low. Back to Baker. Back to Walker. Walker will drive. Puts up a shot. Oh, nice job by Bailey Walker. She gets her first points of the year.
Dribble, drive, and in the paint. Nice jump shot. So, and they even had, it was contested. They had a hand on that ball.
Ball goes back.
Nice shot.
Back on the outside goes to Hedstrom. Hedstrom with the ball at the top of the key. 8 seconds left. Swing pass over on the outside. Gets it back to the outside to three-point shot is up and no good. And Minneapolis gets back to within one, 8-7 at the end of the first quarter.
Actually got a pretty good look at the end of the first quarter there. The three ball just off the front of the rim. And Minneapolis trailing by 1 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with second quarter action here in just a minute.
Hometown Pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Welcome back to Republic County as the Buffs had the ball to start the second quarter. As looks like they have their starters back in the ball game as Kiefer with the ball on the outside. Ball down low is stolen by Minneapolis. Ball goes back on the outside to Connor Fulton. Connor with the ball back to Steinbrock. Swing pass over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker on the right-hand side. Looks down low to Steinbrock. Nice give and go. Great shot as Allie Steinbrock gets a bucket down low. That was a great pass by Shea Shoemaker. Great bucket by Allie.
Nice job by Allie getting the defense on the hip. Had her sealed off. Now we've got a steal.
And there it is, the steal right there. Nice job by Connor Fulton. A lot of pressure there. Ball goes to Kyla Gregg, and she bank shots it in as
a laser.
Minneapolis picks up the defensive intensity a little bit.
Yeah.
As they take the lead 11-8. Ball, three-point shot up and good. Wow, right there is a big shot as Dunsing hits another three. Her second one of the night, ties it up at 11. Shea Shoemaker with the ball.
They're going to have to guard her.
Swing pass over to Connor Fulton. Connor looks at a three, backs away, gets it back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker on the outside. Picks up her dribble, back to Macy. Macy looks down low. And we'll go to Kyla Gregg. Kyla with the ball on the outside, goes to Connor Fulton. Connor drives up and good. Connor gets her first points of the night. Nice little pass by Kyla Gregg.
And I've noticed the girls down low in the paint are sealing off the defense and getting that easy bucket. Fulton with an easy one there.
And there should be a tie-up right there, and it is. And it will go to Minneapolis. Did 3 or 4 of our girls hit the deck on that one?
They all went down.
Nice job by the Lady Lions. as they put a little pressure there. In the ball game comes number 32 for the Buffs, and that is Devin Nutch, a 5'7" freshman. So another young one coming in for the Buffs. Minneapolis with the ball on the outside. Shoemaker drives, takes it up, no good. Rebounded by Kiefer. Kiefer with the ball on the outside. Nice up pass, but it's a good save by Kyler Gregg. I don't know that she needed to.
Really didn't need to.
But good hustle there. Shoemaker on the outside. Ball goes to Gregg, back to Shoemaker for three. Up and off the mark. And it'll be picked up by the other Shoemaker. Lady Buffs with the ball on the outside as Kiefer will bring it down to set it up. Ball goes down, nice entry pass. Off the glass, no good. And another tie-up as down low was number 42, Michelle Cottonmeyer. So the Lady Buffs have gone pretty deep, Mike.
Yes, they have. They're playing 10. And that was a nice hustle on the part of the Lady Buffs to tie up Minneapolis on that offensive glass.
Ball on the outside, swing past the top of the key. Lady Buffs drive, inlet pass down low, and there will be a foul down low as they get the freshman, Devin Nutch, as she will go to the line to shoot two.
Nice dump down pass by Hadacek, and found the freshman all alone, and they had to come get her. She'll shoot two.
Ball is up and off the back of the rim.
Minneapolis with a 2-point lead here, 13-11.
Second free throw coming, and it is up and it is good.
Minneapolis has Macy, Gregg, Fulton, Shoemaker, and Steinbrock.
Shoemaker with the ball on the outside, back to Macy. Macy will swing pass over to Gregg. 5:04 left to go in the second quarter. Ball goes to Steinbrock. She takes a three, and off the mark, and rebound by Ashlyn Macy. She was hit hard over the top of the. Ball goes back to Gregg. Macy with the ball, top the key, swing pass over to Steinbrock. Looks down low to Connor Fulton. Goes into Connor. She's double teamed down low. She's taking it in anyway, and she puts it up and good. Nice job by Connor Fulton as she muscles it in on the inside.
She has really gotten aggressive down in the paint, and nice footwork to get herself open down low.
These young Buffs doing a pretty good job, though, Mike. They've got a fairly young squad out there. They've got a few nice steal there by Ashlyn Macy as she will come the other direction. Nice pass up to Kylie Gregg with the left hand, up and good. Great job by Minneapolis as the steal by Ashlyn Macy and then the follow by Kylie Gregg. And the Buffs call a full timeout to talk about it. And Minneapolis with the 5-point lead. Great start to the second quarter.
Nice start to second quarter. Get it down low. Minneapolis, that's going to pay dividends when you get to work the ball in that low in the paint. Fulton with 2 buckets down low, and then with the steal, Macy has a real nice dump down pass to Gregg. Catches the nice little left-hand layup for a 5-point lead all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's trailing by 1 at the end. Minneapolis has come out with a nice little run there to start the second quarter at the 4:06 mark. A little bit different look than what we've seen because we've been so dependent upon the dribble drive as well as the outside shot. This is the first one we've seen some real inside paint play today.
Doing a good job. We've got 3 buckets in close. One by Steinbrock with a good seal off on the low block, and Connor Fulton with nice footwork gets herself open and the up and under move, and she's 2 for 2 right there close to the bucket. Those are good high percentage shots.
Lady Buffs get it in the hands of Dunsing. Dunsing back in the ball game, back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker back to Dunsing, double team, back to Shoemaker. Swing pass over on the outside goes to Beneda. Beneda will drive, gets it dropped down low. Shot up, no good, rebounded by Shea Shoemaker. Shea with the rebound as she looks up, brings it down herself. Left hand up and good. Nice job by Shea Shoemaker. She takes it the length of the court and finishes it.
Wow, she switched hands right in midair, went to the left hand, and scoop shot. Minneapolis is up 7.
Back on the outside goes to Dunsing. Dunsing puts it up. She'll be fouled by, I believe, Kylie Gregg.
By the look on Kylie's face, I think you're right.
And it is on Kylie. And that will be her first personal foul. Minneapolis will send in four new fresh players here, as it looks like Walker, Baker, Crossan, and Page will check in after the free throws. Free throw is up and good by Dunsing. Still on the floor for Minneapolis. Got 6 players out there, guys. Kylie Gregg, 6. Hey, Kylie Gregg needs to step off the floor. So somebody forgot to report to somebody.
They're just not real certain how Bailey Walker, what position she's playing. She's playing the 2 guard, and so does Gregg. So that's what the discrepancy was there.
Ball will come back in the hands of Riley Baker. Riley picks it up to Shea Shoemaker, back over to Kelsey Page. Page looks down low, and the turnover will go back to the Buffs. And ball, there's a foul right there. Nice job by Riley Baker as she gets the steal, and then is going to be fouled by number 35, which is Beneda.
She had to foul because we had the ball, and she was just getting ready to unload it to Shea Shoemaker, who was all alone, headed to the basket.
A little trouble inbouncing, gets it in the hands of, there should have been a kick right there. Dunsing shot up and no good, rebounded by Shoemaker. Shea will bring it down, gets it up to Page. Page, no good, she'll be fouled down low.
I'm glad they called that because it was definitely a hack. As she went to the left hand, they had to foul her. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 here.
Call the foul on number 13, Lacey Shoemaker. I don't remember Lacey, but Lacey's mom, a good friend of mine, forgot about it, but Kay Shoemaker used to be an American Family agent up here. And so I put 2 and 2 together and just finally figured that one out. So shot is up and good by Kelsey Page. Did she missed the first one, Mike?
Missed the first, made the second.
Ball goes on the outside to Lacey Shoemaker. Shoemaker with the ball. Back in the hands of number 35, Beneda. Beneda with the ball. Swing pass on the outside to Lacey Shoemaker. And she has it stolen by Shea Shoemaker. And Shea will bring it down, takes it up and good. Nice job by the Lady Lions as they come out and taking a nice 8-point lead. 2:31 left to go in the second quarter. And stolen right there again by Minneapolis as ball will go in the hands of, nice try. Missed by Walker, puts it up and good by Minneapolis Crossan.
Lacey Crossan with the big rebound.
And Bailey Walker with the near steal there. Great hustle by Bailey Walker.
And she's going to be whistled with the foul on the reach-in as Dunsing hits the deck one more time.
Well, she adds a little bit of a spark, doesn't she, Mike?
Yes, she does.
Pretty exciting to see is her second personal foul.
And that's the 7th team foul on Minneapolis. So Belleville and Dunsing will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
On the outside, as Dunsing made her first 2 attempts. First one is up and good.
24-15, Minneapolis with a 9-point lead here. As the band is going to start to gather, we do have very good entertainment here at Republic County.
Tremendous band. They've always had strong bands up here. Riley Baker with the ball on the outside, looks down low, goes back to Page, back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker back to Baker. Baker back to Page. Page on the outside, rolls in the lane, kicks it back out to Shoemaker. Shoemaker drives back to Bailey Walker. Walker on the outside, swing pass over to Riley Baker. Riley back to Shoemaker. Shea will drive the right-hand side, goes back door. Oh, great cut, stolen though, as tried to go with the backdoor cut to Page. And there's a push-off right there, and they call it travel instead.
Traveling.
She leaned her shoulder in and
drug the pivot foot just a little bit.
Connor Fulton will check into Shea Shoemaker at the minute 35 left in the first half. Shea gets a little breather here. Walker will bring it down to set it up back to Fulton.
Walker has real nice poise on the floor, handles the ball really well, and as you mentioned, Scott, has got a little bit of a spark to her out there.
Ball back on the outside. They look backdoor, and they
throw it away again.
Yep. A couple times they tried to go to a backdoor cut, and they couldn't get the Buffs traveled right with them. Dunsing with the ball on the outside, guarded by Page. Picks up a dribble. Back on the outside, goes in the hands of Beneda. Beneda drive down low, gets it up and in the lane. Shot is up, no good. And it's off of her foot as she gets the rebound, but then puts it up off of her foot. Turnover, back to Lady Lions. All goes back in the hands of, not sure what the, not sure why they did that there. That's kind of unfortunate.
He missed her early, and he's trying to make up for it. Of course, Randy Thayer doesn't like that very well.
Yeah.
But Shoemaker's back in.
Oh, there's near travel right there. Connor Fulton with the ball. Back in the hands of Kelsey Page. Kelsey tries to go down low.
There's your kick.
About got Bailey Walker for a travel right there.
That's close. Could have called it, and no one would have argued.
No. I don't know if you can see the gentleman over there with the yellow shirt and the tie, but very vocal for the Republic County Buffaloes. Ball goes in the hands of Kelsey Page. Ball down low to Connor Fulton, and the tie-up. It will stay with Minneapolis. 36.9 seconds left as Buffs bring in a player. Number 23 checks in for Dunsing. Ball goes back to Shoemaker, and there's a walk. So turnover back to the Buffs. 24-16, Lady Lions with the lead. 34.6 seconds left in the first half. Goes back on the outside. Oh, nice hands by Page. Nearly gets the steal. Ball goes down low. Back to the top, it goes to Beneda. Beneda with the ball, guarded by Kelsey Page. Drives, picks up a dribble. Shot up and good, down low by number 32, Devin Nutch, as she gets the bucket. Connor Fulton is going to have to drive, puts up the shot off the mark and off the Buffs with 3.2 seconds left. Connor passed up an open look on the three there. So
she's had good luck in the paint, but Minneapolis has 3 seconds to cut one loose.
And Page she does. Oh, thought we have one right there. Had a good look as Kelsey Page has a good look from the side. Can't quite finish it, but Minneapolis does. Had the lead at the end of the second quarter as Minneapolis comes back and outscores Republic County by a score at the half, 24-18. And nice effort by Minneapolis in the second half, or second quarter, Mike.
Yeah, Minneapolis with a nice run there early on, carried them through the rest of the first half. The Buffs fought back. They're not going to go quietly here tonight, and they did a good job with their give and go in close, and got a couple easy buckets under the basket. Got to the free throw line, got some free throws. So, you know, they're pretty effective when they work that ball down low.
Yeah, absolutely. The Minneapolis Lady Lions had the lead at the end of the first quarter by a score of 24-18. Mike, let's go ahead and hear some word from our sponsor. We'll get some stats, and we'll be back with some more action. 4-18 over the Republic County Buffaloes, and Mike, they've come out in the second quarter and did a much better job with the press and put a little extra pressure on them, and it pays dividends for them as they get some turnovers and some buckets and take the lead at the half, 24-18.
Yeah, they did a really good job on the defensive end there to create the turnovers. But so far, Shea Shoemaker not really able to get loose and line up the three ball from the outside. She's having to put the ball on the floor, but she can get to the basket, and that's what's kept us along with the scoring in the paint by Steinbrock and Fulton. Minneapolis scoring quite a bit right close to the basket.
Yeah, to run down the scoring for Republic County Buffaloes, Erica Hadacek with three by Devin Nutch, a freshman off the bench. For the Buffs, 2 points by Celsi Beneda, but 10 points coming from the junior Hunter Dunsing. Yeah, she leads away with 10 points, and pretty good ball player in Hunter Dunsing.
You can tell by the way she shoots that she does have the stroke from three-point line, and we're going to have to watch her in the second half. As you mentioned, she's looks like most of the scoring for the Lady Buffs.
For Minneapolis, interesting stat, Mike, and I'll run through it real quick here, but 7 players score for the Minneapolis Lady Lions. That's something I like to see. And I'll run through the scoring real quick here. Leading the way for Minneapolis, Shea Shoemaker with 7 points, Connor Fulton with 4, Kelsey Page with 3, and Allie Steinbach with 2. But off the bench, Kylie Gregg with 4, JC Crossan with 2, and Bailey Walker, a newcomer, with 2 points as well. Bailey, a transfer from Tesket. She is practiced with us. She's been with us all year, but couldn't play until after Christmas break.
She adds quite a spark to the team. A nice addition. Ball handler, has great poise out on the floor. She's able to see most of the floor and does a good job taking care of the basketball. Has a nice jump shot in the paint. I've yet to see her shoot from the outside, but I look for her to put it up if she has the open look. Minneapolis still warming up here as we're getting ready to start the second half. Ladies are up 6 here, and at one time we're up 10. And we have a few of the boys are out practicing or warming up right now. A couple of the connections, you might remember Damon Boy is probably the big gun inside for the Buffs, 6'2" senior, along with Nick Junker. But for the most part, the boys have graduated about everything. The girls are back out on the floor and are warming up. 2 minutes here before the start of the second half. And Scott, I kind of look for status quo in the second half.
Yeah, I think Coach Weatherman's going to talk to him a little bit about the intensity that they showed in the second quarter, especially, and how much that helped them, give them a spark. I think you'll also see the fact that by having that little bit of spark and some of the inside play, I think it may free up some outside shots for the Lady Lions in the second half.
I think so too. We've done a pretty good job down in the paint and have scored rather easily down there. They start double teaming on Shoemaker down low or Fulton. It's going to open up that outside shot.
Yeah, exactly is. Lady Lions had the lead 24-18. They were trailing 8-7 at the end of the first quarter, and Minneapolis will come out in the second half, and we'll see exactly how they get started in the second half. But Minneapolis and the Buffs are ready about minute 42 before the start of the second half. And Mike, what are some of the other things that we might see from the Lady Lions tonight?
Well, I really think the press has paid dividends. The girls tightened it up a little bit there in the second quarter, and I think Coach Weatherman will touch on that, you get in there and get that double team. I really think we can stretch this lead out a little bit further. Belleville doing a good job for the most part with their man-to-man defense. I don't know that they would go to his zone, but I would put it past Thayer. He's a man-to-man coach, and so I think you'll see a lot the same here in the second half.
Yeah, I think you're right. The Buff's got a basketball stuck up there. There's going to have to do something before they start the second half. But Minneapolis and the Lady Buffs about ready to do action here in the second half, and it'll be interesting to see exactly how they come out. I think they probably got some of that rust off that we talked about in the first half, especially the first quarter. I would like to see them come out, and the Buffs go pretty deep into their bench, but only 4 players scoring so far, and 1 point off the bench. Now, some adjustments you got to make is on Dunsing with their 3-point shot.
That's for sure. Dunsing able to knock down that 3 ball. That's a real nice shot. Possession arrow to Republic County here to start the second half. Minneapolis still a little bit of transitional thing with Bailey Walker out there. I think I see some tendencies that, as the season progresses, those will kind of come together and they'll play a little better as a team.
As Minneapolis and the Lady Lions getting ready to do battle, Mike and I here to start the second half. Ball in the hands of the Buffaloes to start, into the hands of Shoemaker. Shoemaker's back on the outside, goes to Kiefer. Kiefer with the ball, back to Dunsing. Dunsing dribbles off her leg, and turnover goes back to Minneapolis. So first half, the turnovers 13-9 was the turnover ratio. As Lions will have the ball, they did a much better job in the second quarter controlling the ball. Allie Steinbrock on the outside, back in the hands of Connor Fulton. Connor with the ball. She looks down low, picks up her dribble, rolls to the right-hand side, goes back to Steinbrock. Shoemaker on the outside. Shea. And she'll pick up her dribble, gets it to Ashlyn Macy. Ashlyn back in the hands, and it's going to be off of Minneapolis. Turnover will go to the Buffs.
Well, they dribbled down into the corner, and the Buffs doing a good job on defense. Pin them right down there close. The ball goes out of bounds to Republic County.
Ball in the hands of Dunsing. Dunsing on the outside, back to Kiefer, back to Dunsing. Dunsing gets her to shot off the mark, missed. Over the back goes Shoemaker. Tie-up will go to the Lady Lions. So 3-point shot up and no good by Beneda. And Lacey Shoemaker gets a nice rebound, but the tie-up will give it back to Minneapolis. 24-18, Lady Lions with the lead. Connor Fulton with the ball on the outside.
Lady Buffs a little reluctant to put the full court pressure on. Minneapolis showing signs of up-tempo, able to get inside, and there's Shoemaker in for an easy bucket.
Nice little drop-down pass as Lady Lions get their first points of the second half. Minneapolis picks up a full court press, and there is a foul. Just got a little bit too close on the reach in as Kelsey Page will pick up her third personal foul, I believe.
First team foul in the second half. Gregg will report to the scorer's desk, and Page will head to the bench with 3 fouls.
Ball goes back in the hands of Dunsing. Dunsing is going to be double teamed. Gets back over to Kiefer. Kiefer gets it up and back over to Beneda. Beneda drives, and there will be a foul on the floor. That'll be the second team foul for the Lions. I'm not sure who it's on.
Steinbrock.
No, Ashlyn Mace, Connor Fulton.
Fulton, yeah.
Can't even talk here tonight, guys.
I thought he put up a 4, and that's definitely no one on the. Oh, nice steal.
Nice steal by Kylie Gregg. Backs it away, picks it up to Ashlyn Macy. Kylie back to Shoemaker for 3, up and good. Nice job by Shea Shoemaker. She hits a deep 3 right there.
Boy, that's a killer. Nice start, and Shoemaker has a tray down the hatch. There's a nice steal by Steinbrock.
Another 3 coming. Shot is up and off the mark, but rebound by Kylie Gregg. And Kylie gets the rebound, and back to Ashlyn Macy. Ashlyn back to Shea. Good hustle. Good backside rebound by Kylie Gregg. Connor Fulton with the ball on the outside. Connor will set it up. And she will roll to the top of the key. 5:38, 29-18, Lady Lions with the lead. Ashlyn Macy with the ball. Ashlyn rolls back to the top of the key, back dribbles behind her back, and then fouled by Kiefer. And that'll be her first personal foul. Lady Lions will inbounds at their own bench. Checking in for the Lady Buffs, Michelle Cottonmeyer will check in for Lacey Shoemaker. A little less confusion now when I say Shoemaker.
Yes.
Kylie Gregg with the ball at the top of the key, back to Connor Fulton.
Goodness.
And turnover back to the Buffs as led her just a little bit too much. Can't quite see down in that corner, can you, Mike?
No, but that one was way out.
And the ball goes back and then the turnover back as they throw it away.
Nice double team as they got to three-quarter court, and Randy Thayer wants a timeout, but that caused that pass to go way out the back, the baseline, and turnover, and the ball goes back to Minneapolis.
We will take one with them. You're listening to 910 KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
AINA.com or on your local Eagle Cable Channel 8.
Welcome back to Republic County, the Belleville, Kansas, as Lady Lions with the ball and the lead, 29-18. Connor Fulton picks up her dribble and gets it to Ashlyn Macy. Macy will bring it around to set it up, picks up her dribble back to Steinbrock. Steinbrock to set it up top of the key. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Goes down low to Connor Fulton. Connor, nice drop down pass to Kylie Gregg. Shot up and off the mark, rebounded by the Buffs. And they're double team, but she dribbles right out of it and gets it in the hands of number 35, which is Benedict. I cannot remember her name for some reason. And then off the hands of Kiefer, out of bounds, goes back to the Lady Lions.
Boy, Dunsing lines up a three ball, and it's just off the rim.
Not afraid to shoot that ball, is she?
Nope, she's got a nice shot, too.
Full court press picked up by the Buffs. Minneapolis breaks it. Ashlyn Macy drives down, goes to Kylie Gregg. Kylie shot up and good. Nice shot by Kylie.
She's got a nice jump shot, doesn't she?
It's a nice little shot in the corner. Ball goes back in the hands of Dunsing. And then a foul is going to be called on Connor Fulton, I believe.
I think that's Connor's third.
Third personal foul on Connor. And Bailey Walker will check in. So
31-18, Minneapolis with a 13-point lead here. It's nice to see them come out and extend that lead here in the second half.
Minneapolis outscoring them. Buss finally score right there in the third quarter. That's her first points as Cottonmeyer gets a bucket there. Ball will be kicked out of bounds off of Lady Buss. It will stay with Minneapolis. Shea Shoemaker to inbounds. 31-20, Lady Lions with the lead. Kylie Gregg gets it up to Macy, back to Steinbrock. Steinbrock in the lane, shot up and good. Nice job by Allie Steinbrock. Way to use the glass. Talk about using the glass, and she did a great job with the kiss off the glass.
Kind of an up and under move. She was almost fouled on the shot. Nice move by Allie.
3-point shot up and no good by Beneda. Shoemaker with the rebound, brings it back the other direction, back to Macy. Macy dribble down low to Shoemaker, and it'll be off of Cottonmeyer. It'll go back to the Lady Lions. Getting ready to check in is, looks like Riley Baker and J.C. Cross, and they check in as Ashlyn Macy as well as Allie Steinbrock check out. So on the floor is Shoemaker, Gregg, Baker, Walker, and Gregg. Gonna have to get used to calling Bailey Walker's name.
Yep.
Bailey Walker with the ball top of the key. Back in the hands of Shoemaker on the left-hand side. Shoemaker back to the top of the key, goes to Walker. Back to Riley Baker. Riley looks down low. And a little swing pass over to Walker. Walker back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker back to Walker for, I thought she was going to take one there. And the steal by the Buffs. And then back stolen the other direction as they get some redemption there. Bailey Walker will bring it back the other direction. Looks at Shoemaker.
That would be a long three.
That would be. That would be NBA. Bailey Walker drops down low, pass no good, turnover. Goes back to the Buffs.
Boy, she's got some speed, doesn't she?
She does.
Good help defense to shut down that fast break by the Buffs.
That's a quick shot by Dunsing. Off the mark, though. I'll tell you, that was one of the quickest catch and shot release I've seen in a long time, and a turnover right there by the Lady Lions. You don't see that a lot of times, especially with lady basketball, with that quick catch and release.
She's got a quick trigger and a nice shot. We're just lucky she hasn't connected here in the second half.
33-20. Lady Lions outscoring 9-2 here in the third quarter. 2:09 left to go. Ball goes back, and then the turnover. So right now, turnover bug hitting both of them, both with 5 turnovers here in the third quarter. Minneapolis will inbounds as Shoemaker gets it in the hands of Walker, back to Kylie Gregg. Kylie set it up, picks up her dribble, goes back to Baker. Baker back to Walker. Quick drive, kicks over to Shoemaker, shot up and good. Wow, nice dribble penetration, and then the kick out to Shoemaker with the bucket.
Walker draws the defense, and Shoemaker all alone for a 10-footer on the baseline.
And I think Riley Baker's going to be called with the reach-in foul. Maybe Shoemaker. Yep, Riley Baker. Her first, J.C. Crossan. Sorry about that.
I'll be darned.
I could have swore it was Baker on the floor there.
30-second timeout called for and granted to Republic County. Minneapolis leading 35-20, and we'll take a quick timeout ourselves.
Trailing by 15 here. Shot in the lane, off and no good. Rebounded by Crossan. Crossan gets it out to Shoemaker. Great job by Crossan. Gets it up to Walker. Walker drives, kicks it out to Kylie Gregg. Off the mark, no good. And good hustle by both Kylie Gregg as well as the Lady Buff right down there.
Nice pass by Walker. Shot just would not drop.
Walker
She's
comes
quick
up
to
with
the
the ball
ball.
And tries to force one down low. Can't quite get it. And it'll go back to the Lady Buffs. Ball goes back in the hands of Kiefer. Kiefer will set it up. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot up and no good, but she's going to be fouled. And she'll go to the line for 3. And that is number 25, Erica Hadacek, as she is fouled by Shea Shoemaker. So Hadacek goes to the line to three shots right here. And she misses the first one off the back of the rim.
Well, we catch a break there. Shoemaker fouls beyond the arc. Hadacek has hit one from there, so good defense.
Second one is up and good. Only the third point of the third quarter for the Lady Buffs. Third shot coming. And it is good as well. Buffs pick up a full court press. Ooh, tough inlet pass to Bailey Walker, and she'll be fouled right there. So a good hustle by Bailey Walker. She had to go up in the air to get that too, Mike.
Hadacek with her second personal foul. And that's just the second team foul on Lady Buffs.
47 seconds left in the third quarter. Kylie Gregg will bring it down to set it up. Back to Baker. Baker back to Walker. Walker on the outside. Looks at the back door. Pulls it down. Goes back to Crossan. Crossan goes back to Baker. Baker with the ball. Back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker on the outside.
Nice motion offense here. Minneapolis looking for the final shot here, the third quarter. Gregg.
And the steal. And there's a walk right there, yep. Nice job by Riley Baker to get back on defense. Riley quick to hustle back to get on defense right there.
11 to shoot. Plenty of time to get down the court.
Full court press picked up by the Buffs. Bailey Walker will bring it down, gets into some traffic down low, gets it back to Shoemaker, 5 seconds left. Oh, nice pass. Oh, and she's fouled as she gets it to J.C. Crossan. J.C. is fouled going up for the shot. She will go to the line to shoot 2 here. Great pass, though, by Shea Shoemaker to see the open person down low.
The girls I have to give them credit because I thought they were out of time 2 seconds before that, but still 2 ticks left on the clock and a nice pass down low to Crossan.
High arching shot, banks it in Did you
It
get that one?
counted.
Did you get that one? Second shot up, and it is off the front of the rim, no good. And that will end the third quarter as Minneapolis increases their lead, 36-22. Minneapolis coming out with some intensity, and they hold Republic County to just 4 points there in the third quarter.
We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a minute after we hear a word from our sponsors.
You're listening to 910.
Roth Repair has been a fixture in Minneapolis for some time now. Fixture, get it? Roth Repair can fix, replace, maintain, patch, build, remodel, and mend just about any.
Welcome back to Republic County. Sorry about that, folks. Apologize for the interruption of the commercial right there. As Republic County starts the fourth quarter with a turnover. Ball goes to Steinbrock, back to Macy. Macy will bring it down, crosses, gets it turned over as well.
Republic County turned up the defense also, a little more intense here to start the fourth quarter.
Trailing by 14 and nearly a pick stolen right there. Ball goes to Kiefer, and she's going to be fouled by Macy. Ashland's second personal foul. As Bussell inbounds the ball. Let's see, Benedict will get it in the hands of Kiefer. Kiefer back to Dunsing for three, top of the key, off the mark, and rebounded by Macy with the tie-up. Wow, Macy going in at Ashland Macy, size-wise coming in at 5'2", goes up against number 42,
it
which
doesn't
is
matter to her, does it?
Cottonmeyer, and they've got her at 5'7", but she looks bigger than that. We will take a quick break. You're listening to 910. Kim Daughter for lending me her iPod tonight. So, Mariah, if you're listening, thank you very much. Ball goes back to Lady Lions with the ball as they break the press. Ashland Macy brings it down, kicks it over to Shea Shoemaker. Shea back to Ashland Macy. 7:08 left to go in the ball game. Lady Lions with the lead, 36-22. Nobody scored yet to start the fourth quarter. Steinbrock on the outside, back to Connor Fulton. Connor, swing pass over to Macy, to Shoemaker. Shoemaker with the ball as picks up a dribble, gets it back to Kelsey Page. Kelsey kind of not having one of her better nights tonight, struggling a little bit, and double team right there. Wow, a lot of struggle right there, and they call a travel, and I'll tell you, they were draped all over Connor Fulton right there.
I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah, Kiefer with the ball. If you knew who the officials were, you'd understand, right? Ball goes down low, shot up, and no good by Cottonmeyer. And wow, on the ground goes Shea Shoemaker as well as Kiefer. And the ball goes,
just mugged Shoemaker, and
it will stay with Minneapolis. But wow, full court press still picked up by the Lady Buffs. Ball goes to Shoemaker. Back to Kelsey Page. Oh, Kelsey walks with it. They don't call it and misses the layup on the left-hand side. Just took a stutter step. They didn't catch that one.
It was definitely an extra step in there after she'd picked up her dribble, so
yeah,
it was pretty evident. No call. It's off Belleville.
Kelsey Page for three. There's the walk, and she makes it. No good is the call. That was a makeup call for the one underneath the bucket.
A little skip there to get into a rhythm, and she knocks down the three.
She hit a bucket, though. This didn't count. Still no score and no points scored in the fourth quarter. 36-22, Lady Lions with the lead. Ball goes down to Cottonmeyer. Cottonmeyer spin move in the lane, up and good. Connor Fulton with the ball, and she is double teamed. And a foul around the back is Dunsing gets the foul. I think her second personal.
Fourth team foul on Republic County. Just the second personal foul on Dunsing.
Checking out will be number 35 Beneda, as well as Kiefer, and also checking out will be Dunsing. That's surprising. So Dunsing checks out as well. So young group of girls on the floor for the Lady Buffs. Ball goes back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker with the ball at the top of the key. She drives. Nice drop down pass to Steinbrock. Steinbrock gets it knocked away, and it'll go back to the Buffs, and then they dribble it off of their foot, out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Lady Lions. As the Buffs on the floor have a couple freshmen out there right now, and just a younger squad. And Minneapolis is going to turn it over. So not Minneapolis not winning the turnover battle in the second half, Mike.
No, and to inbounds it that way, you just don't throw it towards your goal, your defender's goal like that. You should go the other way with it.
And there's a foul. Going to be called on Shea Shoemaker, I believe. And that'll be her second personal foul, but that will send to the line number 32, Devin Dutch, 1 for 2 earlier in the ball game.
And Minneapolis now over the limit, and Republic County will be shooting 1-1 here on out.
Shot is up and off the mark, rebounded by Shoemaker. They get it up to Ashlyn Macy, and she walks with it. Wow. And she did. She slid her foot.
Yep.
Couldn't get that pivot foot planted, and slid with the ball. And there's
another
foul
foul
by
on
Connor Fulton.
I was just getting ready to make a statement that Fulton and Shoemaker not too bad of foul trouble, and all of a sudden
Connor
Fulton
picks up
has
her fourth foul. So at the line will go freshman Lachey Hedstrom, as she will step the line for a 1-on-1. Shot is up and good. Republic County within 11, 36-25. We kind of let them hang around a little bit, Mike.
Well, Minneapolis with quite a few turnovers in just the last minute.
Misses the second one, rebounded by Shoemaker. Shea will bring it down to set it up, gets it back to Kelsey Page. Kelsey drives in, and she will be fouled as she drives to the lane, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. So foul is on number 42, Michelle Kautenmeyer, her first.
Minneapolis to the free throw line. Here's a chance to put some points on the board.
Kelsey off the mark for the first one. She'll have another one coming.
Now Dunsing back in for the Lady Buffs.
Misses the second one, misses them both. And that's, you don't see that out of Kelsey very often. And she misses both. Ball goes to Dunsing, wide open in the corner. Oh my goodness. And you cannot give her that much room and not see a bucket fall. Wow, big bucket right there as they bring it to within 8, 36-28. Connor Fulton drives, shot up, no good. And the rebound goes into the hands of the Buffs. And then brings it down to Dunsing. And there's a hack on the arm called by Minneapolis, and that is on Kelsey, Ashlyn Macy.
We're going to have to quit fouling, or we're going to let Republic County right back in this game.
Dunsing 4 for 4 from the line, and she will go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. And Republic County is going to call
full timeout.
So 36-28. Mike, not liking what we're doing here.
We could have a 2-possession ball game here.
And she was perfect in the first half, and she will be back at the line for a 1-on-1 here. First shot is on its way, and good. 36-29. The Lady Bus trying to creep back into this one. Minneapolis had a 14-point lead at the end of the third quarter, and she drains them both. Full court press picked up once again by the Bus. Ball goes back to Steinbrock. Steinbrock can bring it down. Yeah.
We throw it away.
We've had way too many turnovers in the second half. Dunsing with the ball on the outside. There's a foul. Oh my gosh, there should be a foul right there. They call a jump ball as Macy gets rolled by Dunsing as well as Beneda.
6-point lead here by Minneapolis.
All inbounds back to Dunsing and stolen by Minneapolis. Oh, goodness. And then stolen back and then stolen again. Minneapolis finally comes away with it. But wow, big turn of events right there. And a foul down low as Kelsey Page will go back to the line.
Well, we're going to have to hit our free throws. They're going to put Page back to the free throw line every time with the way her free throw looked last time. She needs to hit 2 of them here, that's for sure.
And she drops the first one. Nice job, Kelsey. Gets the first one to fall. Second one is up, and it is.
Didn't hit anything.
Wow.
Air ball.
Wow. Kelsey just not having a good night tonight. I feel for her because she is one heck of a ball player and just having a really, really rough night tonight.
37-30, Minneapolis with a 7-point lead. And we're right out on Dunsing now. Fulton guarding Dunsing. They get all the way to the rack. Shot no good.
And stolen. Nice job by Shea Shoemaker with the steal. Shea will bring it down herself. 3:39. Back to Page. Page back to Shoemaker. Minneapolis. Whoa. Foul called on Connor Fulton for the clear out.
Trying to gain possession.
That's
position,
her 5th
and she
foul.
calls Fulton with a foul.
That is her 5th one, and she'll sit down. That is, wow. There was some maneuvering going down the paint, but
by each player.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate call right there. Dunsing on the outside, drop down low. That should be a foul over the back. Yeah, there you go. That's foul's called on Devin Nutch as she goes over the back of.
That's a 7th team foul on Republic County. We should be shooting.
Well, they say it's only the 6th foul.
It's the 7th foul.
Oh no, can you get to it? Nice job. Oh my goodness gracious. Ashlyn Macy gets leveled down there. No call. Ball goes back the other direction. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Shoemaker. And Shoemaker in trouble there. Gets it up to. No, you gotta be. Oh,
it was.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's the best call he's made all night.
Oh, a turnover called on Minneapolis as she drags her foot right there and had wide open down low Allie Steinbrock. Another turnover by the Lady Lions. Sloppy second half basketball for the Lady Lions. Just uncharacteristic. Have not seen this. And ball off the mark. Rebounded by Shoemaker back to Macy. And there should be a foul, but instead it's a tie-up. And we'll go back
to put some stickum on Macy's hand. She's having a hard time keeping track of that ball.
Bailey Walker will check in for Kelsey Page, and looks like Riley Baker will also check in for Allie Steinbrock.
As luck would have it, possession arrow to Minneapolis. Shoemaker to play it in.
Ball goes to Macy.
We throw it away. I don't know who we're throwing it to. It's not Minneapolis.
And a foul is going to be called on Shoemaker. And that'll send Castle to the line. And that will be third on Shoemaker, not Castle, excuse me. Benedict will go to the line to shoot 2. First time at the line, shot is up and off the mark. 37-30, 2:34 left to go. Sorry, I haven't been given the score there lately, folks.
It's
2:34
been
left
ugly.
in the ball game. Second shot is up and good by Benedict. Minneapolis only scored 1 point so far in the second half. Ashlyn Macy drives all the way down. Finally, we get a field goal there as Ashlyn Macy takes it the length of the distance. We get a field goal. First one at the 2:23 mark in the fourth quarter. Three-point shot is up and off the mark. Rebounded by Bailey Walker. 39-31, Bailey Walker with the ball on the outside. She's double-teamed, gets it back to Macy. Macy drives down low, back to Crossan, and Crossan finishes it. Nice job by J.C. Crossan, and she gets the bucket down low. Great pass by Ashlyn Macy.
Well, we needed that bucket.
Ball goes back to the outside, kicks it out to number 25, Hadachek. Hadachek down low, and then a tie-up. Ashlyn Macy, great job. It will stay with the Buffs, but great job by Ashlyn Macy right there.
Ashland doubling down, and the possession there, yeah, still Republic County, but gets the tie-up. The next one will be ours.
Hadachek to inbounds the ball for the Buffs. Ball goes down low, shot up, no good. They're going to call a foul on J.C. Crossan. Wow. Yeah, that'll be J.C.'s second personal. Go to the line will be Devin Nutch. Two-shot foul. First shot is up and off the back of the rim. 41-31, Lady Lions with the lead.
And Minneapolis zoning up on that inbounds play. No reason why she should be able to get that ball that low. Split the defense and did a good job. Made one free throw, and Randy Thayer wants a timeout, trailing by 9. Minneapolis, I think, in control of this contest with 1:47 left here in Belleville, America.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mike, but interesting down for 14 turnovers, and I know I probably missed a few.
This quarter?
Yeah, this half.
This half? I believe
this
it,
half.
yeah.
It's just been a rough half of basketball for the Lady Lions, and our first field goal coming at the 2:23 mark in the fourth quarter. Had a free throw, but the first field goal in the fourth quarter was at the 2:23 mark. And we've gotten 2 since then. so we get a little bit of breathing room, Mike.
A little breathing room.
Rough fourth quarter. Republic County will pick up a full court press. Buffs get a new player in there, another sophomore, young player in. Ball will be kicked. Should have been a kick, and by Hadachek. How is that not a kick?
Well, it went off her thigh. It really, she didn't stick her foot out to kick it, and almost gained possession on it. Now we have numbers.
Bailey Walker up, no good. Ashlyn Macy with the rebound. Ashlyn puts it up and she'll be fouled by number 4, Saren Hobbleman.
I'm not used to running the camera. I'm sorry. I was watching the game. I find myself doing that. I apologize. We missed Ashlyn's aggressive move on that offensive glass and got the rebound and stick back for it. And then the stick back, she was fouled and missed the front end of 2 shots.
Second shot on its way, and it's off the mark as well. Not a real good night free throw shooting wise for the Lady Lions. Hobbleman back to Cottonmeyer. Cottonmeyer gets it over to Nutch. Nutch back to Hobbleman. Drives the lane, no good. Rebounded by Riley Baker. Riley gets it up to Shea Shoemaker. Shea backs it away wisely. And she is being hand-checked all over the place. Back to Macy. Macy will drive to the left-hand side. 41-32. Back to Shoemaker. Finally.
Yeah.
And even Hadachek's thinking, what do I got to do to get a foul here? Yeah, exactly. How many times you got to push somebody before they finally call a foul? So Hadachek picks up her third foul.
Yeah.
Shoemaker will go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Shot is up and good. Hadacek was riding her on the left hand before she gave it up to Macy before they finally got it back. So second shot is up and it's good as well. This ball will go back. 43 to 32 minute left in the ball game. Lions going to come away with the victory, but kind of a sloppy one tonight.
It wasn't easy. Republic County had it down to a 5-point lead. Well, that's a nice shot in the paint by Republic County.
And Shoemaker will bring it down across the timeline. And back to Macy. Oh, man, and the turnover.
Terrible pass.
And just like that, Republic County Beneda gets a bucket. With 24 seconds left, Minneapolis, they're trying to foul them, and they are not calling it, Mike. I'll be darned. Shea Shoemaker has to be just thinking, what do I got to do here? So
Dunsing finally grabs her as she goes down the lane. 10th team foul. They're over the limit. Minneapolis 2 shots here from here on out.
Shot is up and good.
Shoemaker, without question, our best free throw shooter, has hit 3 in a row here at the end of this contest. 18 seconds left.
And she makes them both. Nice job. Increases it to a 9-point lead with 17 seconds. Dunsing with the ball on the outside. Picks up and gets it back to Beneda, and she hits the bucket right there. Finally gets it back to Bailey Walker. Bailey will bring it down. And Bailey Walker holds off the press by number 32, Devin Nutch, as Lady Lions come away with the victory tonight, 45 to 38. But not an easy one tonight, Mike.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. Republic County right back in this thing. Created a lot of turnovers. Minneapolis not doing a good job taking care of the ball. A lot of errant passes. And Republic County took advantage of that for sure. Got the lead clear down to 5 points. Minneapolis with a nice string here at the end to stretch the lead back to 9. And then Belleville hits one at the buzzer to close it out. Minneapolis with a 7-point lead and victory here, 45-38.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back with some stats. You're listening to 910canada.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
Any idea how to get this out?
I don't have